It is the political season, the time for banter and satire. It is the time for politics of value, the game of chess. This is the Eye, and we talk constructive politics.
Good afternoon, and this is the Eye, where we discuss politics, the political nature of the Kenyan political sphere. This is where we have the House of Cards, where we discuss the matter of representation in the campus and in the national sphere. Today, I have a notable figure at the University of Nairobi who will discuss with us several things on matters women and politics, and I will give her a chance to introduce herself. Kindly.
Thank you so much. I'm Teresia Karimi, a debate president at University of Nairobi, and I'm glad to be here on this show.
Thank you, Karimi. And going swiftly into our discussion today, what do you think is the position of women in Kenyan politics?
I can say so far so good. We are doing well. We have quite a number of women who are MPs now, and we have representatives of women in all the 47 counties. That is the women representatives. So right now, compared to, let's say, the other years since 2017, we have really witnessed a change, and women have really come up to compete against our counterparts. Yes. And also they have really managed to convince the society, though not so many. It's worthy the struggle, and we are really trying hard to make sure that we achieve the third gender rule, so that we can have, if it's a discussion, we are having 2 ladies, 1 man, or 2 men, 1 lady. Yes. I believe we can do that, and this requires us to come together, to work together, and the society has to give a chance to women to also showcase their leadership skills, and I believe we are going there, we are heading there.
And speaking about the third gender rule, looking at the National Assembly, both houses, the National and the Senate, you will find a fewer number of female. Do we think, or do you think as a person, that this third gender rule has not been met as the constitution requires? Because if you look at the nature of voting, we only have few leaders running for the top seats. The only position left for the women is the women representatives. Why can't we have a female MP, more female MPs, more female senators, more female governors? Why?
Okay, on my take on that, I will say that the gender perspective might not be an issue, because I believe it's how you brand yourself outside there, how you talk to the community, how you convince the community that you are better and more eligible for that seat. And it's a matter of your leadership skills. Are you able to lead people? How do you engage with people? How do you present policies on the table? So I will say that women have to come out in large numbers. They have to convince people at the grassroots level. Of course, we have communities that believe that it's so hard for a woman to lead, but we have to convince them. On the part of the third gender rule, it's not only the government that has to accomplish it. We have to do it in our individual spaces. We have to take up the positions. It's okay, people may say that we have a long way to go, but we have to keep on trying, because if we are going to try, then we are going to combine our efforts. That's the government and the people's effort. And I believe we are going to achieve the third gender rule, but it has to start with us. And the gender perspective, I think it's leadership skills. Leadership matters, because we can have a woman there representing us, but what about the policies? Perhaps maybe not to bring anything up, but maybe she's not doing her work well. So I will say it's a matter of leadership, how you convince people that you are better enough for that seat. So leadership skills, how you present your policies, how you communicate with people, how do you engage people, how do you do work in your team? Because I believe when you're venturing into leadership, you need a team. How do you cooperate there? I believe that's the take.
Talking about leadership skills and how you brand yourself, looking at the political realm in the current political setup, do you think, or what can you say about the current women in politics, the current leaders that we have in the different coalitions and alliances? Do you think it's the right time that we have a female president, or is it the first time or the right time that we should have at least a female deputy president?
Wow, that's a wonderful question. I believe as a country we are ready. We are ready to have either a female president or a deputy president, because as I said earlier, it's your leadership. How do you talk to people? How, if we are going to have a female president, how is she going to bring impact to that leadership, or how is she going to bring impact to young girls? And of course, having a leader who is a woman, I don't mean that she should just venture in helping young girls, but the society at large, because it is also said that when you empower a girl child, when you educate a girl child, you are educating the society, you are educating the nation, you are educating the community. So it's a matter of, if we are going to have a female president, if you are going to have a female deputy president, what is our impact? Leave alone the representation, leave alone clinching history, leave alone marking that legacy of us having that seat for the first time, but how is she going to bring an impact to the nation at large? And what are the changes? Because we believe that we have been having presidents who are men and deputy presidents also. So the society will be expecting a lot. Like they will be expecting that there has to be something new. Leave alone marking the legacy, because we will have that. At the end of the day, we are going to have a female president one day in this country. I believe so, because I'm gonna be one of them actually. So what I'm saying is that your leadership matters, and what is your impact?
And speaking about, you made a jest about you being one someday. Do you have political ambitions now that you are at the University of Nairobi Debate Club? You debate on matters, the society and the tenets of how to govern an institution. Do you think you will have to take that position someday? Or a position of a political position, someday?
Of course, I'm a debater. Debating is a talent for me, and I'll venture in politics outside campus. That is one thing I can tell you, because I have told you that I'm going to be a president in this country one day in the near future. And working towards that, I'll have to venture in politics. And keeping in mind that we registered a debate club for the first time in history last year, 20th August, it was certified by the school. So that tells you that it's a step towards that.
It's a very good and elaborate discussion here with Karimi. And as she has said, the political nature of our country needs to change. And as you can see it, she is talking about your leadership skills and those objectives that you can have for the people of the nation. And she also mentions the fact that if you want to be in a political setup, you must rebrand yourself and at least have something to offer to the people of Kenya. It was a very momentous discussion with the leader of the debate club at the University of Nairobi. And here is the eye where we discuss politics and everything that matters in politics. I am Gerald Onyango. Same day, same time tomorrow, we meet again.